to Greece. As with any great Greek adventure, we are starting the day off in Athens. This place is a gold mine for ancient wonders, and it is definitely worth exploring for a few days, but keep in mind that it is very hot and often very, very crowded. And let's be honest, the reason you are probably coming to Greece is to explore the Greek islands. Greece has over 200 inhabited islands, yet the vast majority of people only go to Santorini, or Mykonos if they're looking to party. Santorini is one of the most beautiful islands on the entire planet, but it's seriously overrun with tourists. If you come to Santorini, stay in Aia or Thera and try to explore early in the morning or late at night when the tourists from the cruise ships aren't there. Since the demand is so extremely high during the summer season, the prices here will absolutely break the bank. But I have good news. Remember those 200 plus islands I mentioned? They are way more budget friendly and less crowded, so I'm going to share some of my favorites. On the southernmost side of the sun-baked Cyclades Islands, you'll find Milos, which has even been voted the best island in Europe. The spring and fall months are the perfect time to visit since it's the shoulder season and it's less crowded, cheaper, and the temperatures are cooler, so it's a bit easier to explore. Milos is slowly becoming more and more popular as an alternative to the most crowded islands in Greece, so you should definitely head here as soon as possible. As with every island in this video, the best thing to do is to rent a boat and explore the coast. The best beach on the island is Zakynthos Beach, which looks out of this world with its bleached volcanic landscapes. Now, if you are still looking for the whitewashed houses and classic aesthetic of Greece found in Santorini or Mykonos, look no further than Paros and Naxos. I wanted to include these islands together since the Paros to Naxos ferry is only about an hour and there is so much to see and do on both islands, so they pair together well. Paros has a better nightlife and more trendy shops and boutique hotels, but Naxos is more laid back and authentic with historic churches and archaeological sites. I recommend staying on Paros, and if you're feeling adventurous, you can take day trips to Naxos. The next island I highly recommend exploring is Kefalonia. I had no idea what to expect when I traveled here, but my expectations were met with absolutely stunning views on this lush mountain island paradise. You can take a ferry, a cruise, or a flight to travel here. The highlight of my trip was Milos Beach. The water was unbelievably blue and the views from the highway above were breathtaking. You can also check out the Melisani caves, which are beautiful, but there are lots of tourists there. So if you go, make sure to visit when there is not a cruise ship at port. I also recommend checking out some of the different local dishes from Kefalonia. A lot of these different Greek islands have their own specialty dishes, and for Kefalonia, that is the famous meat pies, and they are delicious. Next up, the most beautiful island in Greece, in my opinion, is Zakynthos. Here, you'll find the most blue water you will ever see in your life, and the best thing to do is to hop on a boat and explore the coastline. After taking an easy flight here from Athens, I recommend staying in Zante. This island is one of the most popular on this list, so there is a lot more active nightlife filled with backpackers and honeymooners. In the 1980s, there was a smuggler ship carrying illegal contraband, and the Greek Navy cornered them into a cove off of the coast of Zakynthos. The ship wrecked on the beach, and you can still see it there today. This is arguably one of the most famous beaches in the world, if not the most famous beach in Greece, so you can expect to see a crowd, but if you catch a boat early in the morning, you may be able to have the beach all to yourself. You can also drive along the cliffs to get an epic view from above. Last but not least is the northernmost of the Ionian Islands in Greece, Corfu, a playground for nature lovers, hikers, and road trippers. My favorite place is Cape Drastis in northern Corfu. The cliffs look like carved sculptures and the hike down to the beach has amazing views of the coast. When you get to the bottom, there's a little boat shop where you can go out to some of the beaches that are only accessible by boat. Corfu is a big island, so you'll definitely want to rent a car to explore it. Corfu town is also a really interesting place to stay since the island has a lot of architectural influence from the Venetians. As you can see, Greece is one of the most fun and beautiful countries on the entire planet. Don't forget to let me know in the comments what Greek islands are on your bucket list, and I hope you have an amazing time on your adventures. If you want to see more bucket list destinations, you can check out my travel weekly newsletter at lexilimitless.com/newsletter. I'll drop the link in the description. Don't forget to subscribe, and until next time, let's push our limits.